Hey, what's up, everyone? Tonight we are reacting to the latest comeback from On and Off, or ONF. This is The Stranger. If you, I should clarify, this is the breakdown video where we spend more time going in depth into the lyrics and things we see in the video and just anything I feel like kind of spending more time talking about. If you want to see just the reaction, feel free to check out that video as well. It'll be posted alongside this one. On and Off is another one of those groups that usually incorporates quite a bit of artistry into their songs. It's not just about a feel-good music. It's also, it usually has a message. There's usually some symbolism or a nice story to tell. So let's head over and see if that's the case with this one as well. All right. I've got lyrics over here, even though we've got the subtitles, just so I can follow along better. Okay, so the lyrics, the subtitles and the translated lyrics are different. So I'm not sure which one is more accurate. We've had this issue before. So I'll try and compare them if there's any like significant change, but I'll default to the translated lyrics. That might be a mistake, but anyway. So verse 1, we've got a night that has lost its light, stumbling through my wandering heart. Every day I wake up to an unfamiliar morning. So it's almost like, so we know the song is called The Stranger, and we know that they're looking, in the video, they're looking for the stranger. They're trying to solve the case. But the way these first two lines are worded, it's like they are the stranger in their own mind or in their own heart. A traveler standing on a path I've never walked before. I chase tomorrow, not yesterday. So not looking at the past, only looking into the future. Okay. But that also goes into being a stranger because tomorrow is unwritten, right? We don't know the future. And so if he's a traveler, he's standing on a path that he's never walked before, it's leading into the future. It can't be something that's, in the present or especially in the past. Then we're going to get this, we don't lie, I can prove, which I already like the translated better because it says prove and this says proof. There is a difference for those of you who aren't native English speakers. So in the video here, we've got Stranger 06. Shout out to my graduation year. And of course, all the images are just, bright, almost alien, because they're indistinguishable. They're trying to figure out who these mystery strangers are. And okay, we got the old school magnifying glass here. Yeah, they're doing detective work out here. But when it says we don't lie, I can prove. It's literally saying, like, I can prove it's not a lie. I don't just answer anyone's call. I don't look around aimlessly. Something, I have a direction. I know essentially where I'm going. Because the very next line says, climbing one mountain, another looms larger. So, like, maybe I overcome this issue or this obstacle, but then there's another one in the distance. But it may not even just be about overcoming things. It may be about conquering things. Like I have taken over this part of my life or, this aspect of the industry, whatever. But there's a bigger goal in sight. And now I'm going towards that one. So after silence comes the storm. Today I set off on a rough road once again. So it's like they're almost on a journey of self-discovery there. Like this unknown future, it can be a rocky road. We don't know what's coming, but they're confidently stepping forward onto that road and pressing onward.
Ready action. I've got the passion. 이 끝이 어딘지 몰라도 갈 때까지 가보자.
Style choice. These shorts, they don't look good on any of the, not a single one of them. I was going to say you wouldn't catch me wearing those shorts because only certain people can pull them off. I'm not sure anybody here pulled them off. All right. But you know, maybe they like it. I don't know. I like that line about the planting my flag. So, all right, chorus is ready action. I've got the passion. Even if I don't know where this ends, I'll go as far as I can. So again, we're going into the unknown. We're continuing down this path that we don't know what's out there, what's coming. We see the goal in sight, or at least the goal that we're working towards right now. There may be an even bigger goal beyond that, but we see this goal and we know there's a path to get there, and we're going to confidently tread that, but we don't know where it actually ends. You know, it could go beyond that bigger mountain. They don't know, but you know, it mentioned that they plant their flag. So when you plant your flag, it's like you're marking your territory. It's also like you're declaring yourself. You know, if you were on the battlefield back in medieval times and somebody planted their flag, it's like, this is our land. So, and then it literally says, I'm a stranger. So they don't know themselves, but they're still discovering themselves. Okay, I like the journey here. All right, so now we're like in a hotel room. We're looking at the blueprint. We don't know whose footprints they are. Very phasmophobia looking thing. I like that. So we've got, let's see, where'd it go? There we go. When I stood before a dead-end wall, so, you know, it looked like there was nowhere else to go, I clenched my teeth and found a way through. So sometimes if there's not a way around, you go through it. But didn't the subtitle say it went through? Or no, the subtitles say they went around. So the preposition here matters. But the end result is the same. They overcame the obstacle within the context of this story. You know, they met an obstacle, they either got through it or they went around it. Either way, they conquered it. All right, but these are very different ways of handling something. But no matter what trials came, I turned them into a masterpiece. So I love that, you know, turning your hardship into your greatest successes. Whether it's fate or not, this is just how we do it. So, you know, it doesn't matter if it was meant to be. This is just who we are. This is who I am, and it's how I'm always gonna be. You know, this is the journey I'm on, and that's my personality. I'm always gonna keep trying to turn negatives into positives. Also, when we're talking about masterpieces, he's actually looking at different paintings here, or at least photographs. They look more like paintings, but still, the point is, I like that they worked that specific scene in with this line. See? He's on the search for the paranormal. Found him. Also, so there was a little bit more to this pre-chorus than before, because the last pre-chorus, I shouldn't say there was more to it. It just is different. So last pre-chorus had climbing one mountain, another looms larger. After silence comes the storm. This one has no regrets for the days gone by. I leave it to my heart. Believe in me who's burning hotter today. So no regrets for the days gone by. Again, we're focusing on the future, not the past. So whatever has already happened, good or bad, it's in the past. I leave it to my heart to believe in me who's burning hotter today. So I'm more passionate today than I was yesterday. I'm dreaming, bigger dreams today than I dreamt yesterday. And in my heart, I'm believing in myself. So again, this is all about their journey of self-discovery, at least lyrically.
Ready, action.
The ready action part makes it seem like they're acting though, so maybe they're not quite sure. I had a feeling that was Wyatt doing this part. Hold on. Did the subtitles say the same? Yep. Okay, so the bridge is hey, shout, all the strangers, let's keep it up. So when they say all the strangers, again, this was a song about self-discovery, but it can be any of us on this journey of self-discovery. It doesn't have to be just them. We can break the wall. We need to move now. So it's like this call to action. It's time to go discover yourself. Time to go on that journey. Dream those dreams. And then literally the next line, the journey of chasing dreams. Now, having a dream, for my younger audience here, if you have a dream, all right, make sure that you follow it, you chase it, you hold on to it, because having a dream is precious. And it's not just precious because it's cute or anything like that. It's precious because there's so many people, myself included, who really kind of never knew what they wanted specifically to do in or with life. And so, yeah, like they may or may not be successful, but they might never truly be happy because they never had a dream to chase. They never had something to work for and fulfill. So if you have that dream, make sure you nurture it. Make sure you go for it. To the extent of, as long as you're not hurting yourself or someone else, chase your dreams. Go wherever they take you. Don't be afraid. Right? That's my elder advice. I'm only 37, so I feel stupid calling myself an elder, but I am addressing my actual younger audience right now. So anyway, okay. The path we've carved might just become a map of light. So they're saying that they've carved a path. Now, we already established that this is now talking to all of us, but what they're saying here is that other people might also follow in our footsteps, right? It might be a light that guides the way. It might be a map that shows the way. It's a path that we've carved out. Okay, so the post bridge changes it, right? We have we don't lie, I can prove. Before we had I don't just answer anyone's call. Now it's I answer my own heart's call. So I'm again chasing my dreams, my passion. And then we don't lie, I can do. We go back into the chorus here. Okay, I didn't mean to cut him off because I really like what he does vocally here, so I'll back up a little bit. But the chorus also changed here. At the end, it says, even if there's a cliff ahead, I'll run and take flight even higher. So that reminds me of if you've ever played any of the old Mario games and like you've got this big chasm here and you've got to get across. You got the little, what was it, like the little cape or even the Tanuki suit. So you back up and you get a running start, and you take off higher and further. It reminds me of that. Obviously, that's not what they're referencing, but the point is they are conquering this obstacle or this potential obstacle by turning it into something that launches them into a bigger and better future. So again, the journey could have ended right here at the cliff, but instead I'm using it as a runway and taking flight. And like I said, I'm going to back up just a little bit so we can hear what he does. Okay, so I'm going to let the outro play here in just a second, but the refrain here at the end, I'm the stranger, I'll be the master of all my days. So yeah, no one is going to tell me who I am or what to do or how to live. They're going to follow their heart. Planting my flag on unknown land. So again, I've talked about this. You're conquering that land, you're conquering that territory, marking it as yours. At the end of a hard day, let's smile sweetly together. A little touching moment there after all this hardship and striving for a better future. Plant my flag, go, we are all strangers. So again, now we're calling it out to all of us to be on this journey of self-discovery. And also, I think I missed it in the video, but they, like the evidence files that they were looking at before, and now even here. Hold on, what time stamp are we at? 2:56? Okay. So we had this right here where they were the beings of light, and now we know who the strangers are because we've identified them. Little head shake. Yeah, case solved. We figured out who the strangers are. Alright guys, that was The Stranger from On and Off. And I kind of knew getting into this one that there was going to be some pretty nice storytelling just based on what I saw from Buy My Monster. And they did not disappoint. Really enjoyed this song. I hope you guys did too. If so, please like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell to enable your notifications. Also, shout out to my Patreons. Thank you guys for all your support. Patreon subscribers have access to things that I can't put here on the YouTube channel, and they get guaranteed prioritized requests sent to the top of the queue every month. If you want to check that out, there's a link to that in the description below. And also, if you want to get a request done but you don't want the Patreon benefits, then you can use the PayPal link that's down there as well. So thanks for being here. I appreciate you guys. Take care, everybody.